Women who go around saying men are trash have been burnt or been around other women who have bad experiences with men. If she knew good men, she would likely not be saying that. Women who say that often get into bad relationships. However, there are always the women who say negative things for the attention they get from saying it. Trying to get a man to prove he is better. Of course, this is a childish way to bait a man, and it rarely ever works out for the girls who try that. Ultimately, what we believe about the world will affect the way our lives play out. If a woman believes men are trash, she will manage to find a lot of men who are actually trash, because that is all she will be able to see. Even in the case where a woman says this to make someone prove they are the opposite, eventually, they will grow tired of waiting for her to change her mind and leave that woman to find someone better, or ultimately turn into the trash she kept telling them they were. The bottom line is, women who say that are toxic to themselves and to others. There will always be both great people and people who aren't so great in the world. What you attract and allow into your life is influenced by what you believe. And a person will speak often of what they truly believe, or end up believing what they often speak. So, in my opinion, it's not normal, even if a lot of women are doing it. It's a bad social practice and is usually copied by women who often display the same trash characteristics that they condemn in men. The problem is twofold. The first is environmental, including global history, societal influences, peer pressure, upbringing, and social media. Women are trained from birth to expect certain qualities in a male partner. He must be tall, good-looking, and have a good job. The goal is to find a man who can provide for herself and her children. She wants a man who will be a good father, a faithful husband, and a good provider. She wants a partner. Women in general are quite complicated in looking for a specific type of husband, and in my experience, most men simply don't understand what we women want out of life. Keep in mind that men and women think differently. We act differently, we process problems differently, and we seek different and unique solutions to the issues presented. Second, personal relationship history. What this means is that any woman who is mistreated by one or more men tends to believe that all men act this way. It's human nature. As a marriage counselor, I hear these same complaints over and over. The great guy starts out being charming, affectionate, and romantic. However, once the honeymoon phase is over, he tends to slide back into his true self. I hear this over and over from married women. The man she married was showering her with wine and roses, dinners out, lots of hugs, cuddling on the couch, kissing, and I love you so. After a while, when these small gestures begin to trickle away, a loving wife becomes sad and confused. She still gives her husband what he needs, but his affections have ground to a halt. This scenario plays out with single women as well. We keep dating, hoping to find one person whom we can see ourselves living with, only to be mistreated again and again. Some guys drink too much, others spend all of their free time with their male friends, and others fail miserably in the communication department. Still, others think they can play the field like when they were single. It's easy for me to understand why some women would think that all men are selfish, narcissistic jerks when 2 to 3 men have treated her that way. Women are caring, compassionate, and understanding. They expect that the man they're dating is honest and sincere. We want to believe him. Every time he lies or comes home late, gets secret messages on his phone, or goes to the bathroom with his phone, or hides the bank statement from his wife. If a woman is mistreated over and over, she will form the opinion that all men are trash, whether it's true or not. This is most certainly a fairy tale, meaning in the beginning all is well, but somewhere it all falls apart. I wouldn't say useless, but we're definitely redundant. We haven't had a real war in over 50 years, and this causes the male population to flood. When there are too many men, men get taken for granted. The competition for women goes up. Women grow increasingly selective, resulting in half the male population growing frustrated. Finally, a major wave of feminism declares war on the male population. Second wave feminism died during the Vietnam War. First wave died with WW2. It's just hard to hate men, or see men as redundant or expendable when there aren't many men left. Will we ever see an end to Third Reich feminism? Not if we never have another war. I'm not talking about this expensive public distraction going on in Syria, Iraq, Iran, and Afghanistan. I'm talking about war. If 10 million deploy, 1,000 return. The days of old. Put a bunch of birthdays in a drum. Draw and draft, like a lottery kind of war. WW3. Then women will appreciate us again. But right now, they think if we were all dead, they would be just fine. At this age, men do all the legwork. Imagine if all the men didn't show up to work. We go on strike, the world stops. Men are directly responsible for the services we use every day, but take for granted. Your energy is maintained by men. Look at your department. What would happen there? 2 lonely women to do the job of 40 people. That building next door is on fire. 1 trained female firefighter shows up. Who's keeping the transportation industry going? The 4 female truckers in America. They're going to do it all. Oil, you need fuel. I don't think women are lining up to be oil riggers. But someone must work those rigs. We'll see if they can really do it better than us when they don't have us.